Situation. A semicircular arc is subjected to equal but oppositely directed forces at A and B. You're given the value of T, which is 2.8 kilonewtons. You're given the diameter, which is 2 meters. And lastly, yung H na 0 point. Pinapahanap yung shear force, moment, at saka axial force sa point na to. Okay, so to solve for those forces, so we can consider all these forces, guys, to be internal forces. No? Lahat yan, internal shear, internal force na shear, tsaka internal force na axial, tsaka internal moment. So the reason why I mentioned internal kasi currently hindi natin nakikita yun dito, no? Sa free body diagram na yan. So in order for us to expose those internal forces, we must apply method of section. So ibig sabihin, kailangan kong mag-cut dito. Tapos mamimili ako ng i-isolate na part ng structure. So pwedeng ito or pwedeng itong kabila. Whichever you think is easier for you, no? I think this is easier itong kabila, di ba? Kaya yan na lang i-analyze ko. So yung FBD nito, ito lang. Ay, ito. Ayan. Okay? So meron ditong force T na 2.8. Okay? Tapos ngayon, may expose na to. Yung mga forces dito, internal forces. So meron diyang kapag sinabi nating shear force, parallel yun sa cross-section. Tapos yung cross-section natin, ito eh. So, ibig sabihin, papunta dyan yung shear, no? Tapos pag sinabi mong axial, ibig sabihin nun, normal, no? Normal din ang ibig sabihin ng axial. Pag sinabi mong normal, perpendicular. So, ibig sabihin, kung ito yung cross-section, pag ganito. Okay? And then yung moment, of course, pag ganyan. The moment. So, lagyan ko ito yung shear. Tawagin ko na lang na V. Ito yung normal, tawagin kong M, tapos ito yung moment, tawagin kong M. So, ito yung point B. Okay, tapos, from the center, then kunyari yung center, no? Sa C. So, dahil ang diameter ay 2, so lumalabas ngayon, ito ay 1 meter. Tapos ito, according to the problem, is 0.8. Ayan. And then also, dahil radius na yan, so ito, 1 meter din ito. Ito, 1 meter din. Okay, so to calculate all of those, first na kailangan natin gawin ay ano ba magandang gawin? So, actually medyo tabingi yung ano ko force. Dirin ko lang So, kunwari ito yung shear. I-parallel lang natin doon. So, ito yung end, ito yung moment. Ayan. Ito yung point B. So, ang una natin kailangan gawin is mahanapin tong angle na to o di kaya yung slope. No, ito na lang. Angle na lang kukunin ko. To calculate that angle, we must consider a right triangle. And I think we can see that if we draw a vertical line here, makakabuo tayo ng right triangle. Ayan. So this is theta. This is 0.8. This is 1 meter. So we can use sine function. Sine of theta is equal to 0.8 over 1. So theta can be calculated. That's 53.13 degrees. Okay? So, wag kayong maduduling dito Baka ang isipin nyo, ito ay 0.8, tas ito ay 1. Baka lang maduling kayo. Kasi minsan kapag hindi ka nag-drawing ng vertical, isipin mo, ito yung height, ito yung base. No, mali yun. No? Ang kailangan mo bumuo ng right triangle para masabi ko ano yung height at saka base. Okay? At ang magiging mali mo kasi dyan, kapag inisip mo ito yung height, ito yung base, gagamitin mo tangent kasi opposite yan, adjacent to. Mali na yun, magkakamali ka na. Okay? So anyway, kapag nakuha na natin yon, we can now, I think we can do the summation of moment first, no? Mas madali ata kunin yung summation of moment muna. So ang gagawin ko lang, magsa-summation ako ng moment sa D is equal to 0, assuming counterclockwise positive. So of course, yung moment na inassume ko ito. Tapos, ano pang force? Itong dalawa, 0, ang moment nila sa D. Ito may moment, yung 2.8. So we have 2.8 times ang moment arm nung galing sa D ay 0.8. Okay, tapos ang rotation niya is actually clockwise, kaya negative. And that is all equal to 0. So therefore, the moment at B is just 2.8 times zero point 0.8. And that gives us 2.24. So ang sagot for number 2, ito letter A, 2.24. Next, yung shear and axial force, kailangan lang natin isolve itong dalawa. And para ma-solve yung dalawa, ang gagawin ko, we will take summation of forces, no? Para ma-solve yung dalawa. Okay, so pwede tayong mag-summation of forces x at saka y, as parehas ano. Tapos i-project ko lang na ito, theta rin. Di ba? Tapos ito, perpendicular tong dalawa. Perpendicular yan. So pag nag-drawing ako ulit ng another line dito, extend ko lang pataas. So, ito, theta. Ito, 90. So, ibig sabihin, ito, 90 minus theta. Tapos, dahil ito ay 90 minus theta, tapos ito ay 90, so ito 90 minus theta, ito 90. So, lumalabas tong kabila ay 90 minus 90 minus theta, which is also theta. So, ito ay theta. Okay? So with that, we can now apply summation of forces. So summation of forces along x is equal to 0, assuming to the right positive. We have to the left na 2.8. We have the x component of the shears na to the left. So V cosine of theta. And then yung x component ng normal force to the right. Tapos gagamitin natin na function ay sine function. Bakit sine? Kasi ang x component niya ay ito. Tapos yung angle natin ay opposite dun sa x component. Okay, and that is all equal to 0. We can write this as negative V cosine 53.13 degrees plus N sine of 53.13 degrees equals, pwede mo i-transpose yung 2.2. And let's call this equation number 1. Let's produce another equation galing naman sa summation of forces y, assuming upwards positive. So, wala naman tong y component. Ito na lang. V sine theta upward. And then, yung n naman natin ay also upward, no? V cosine theta naman. I mean, n cosine theta. And call that equation number 2. Okay, so with that, we can solve them using mode equation, two variables, no? So negative cosine 53.13. We have sine 53.13. And then we have 2.2. For the second equation, we have sine 53.13. And then we have cosine 53.13. Tapos 0. Okay, so that gives us negative 1.68 for shear, tapos 2.24 for N. Okay, and by the way, the negative sign here means incorrect direction. Okay? So, ibig sabihin lang nun, mali yung inassume ko na yung shear papunta doon. Dapat pala pa ganito. Opposite dapat. So, mali lang. No? Pero the value is correct. So, we can accept 1.68 as our answer. Hindi naman din kasi tinatanong kung anong direction. Eh. Tinatanong lang what is the magnitude of the shear and the axial force. And that's how we solve this problem.